So Trump, as you all know, he's been, accused of racism from the very beginning of his public time being a political figure. As soon as he came down that escalator in 2015 and gave that speech, he what did he say? He described Mexican immigrants as rapists and criminals and said, I assume some are good people. Some. So he flipped it. Usually it's like, oh yeah, most are good people, but a handful are rapists and criminals. He flipped it. They're rapists, they're criminals, some are good people. The implication being like, well, obviously most of them are criminals. So from that moment on, it was just like, holy shit. I mean, it's sort of crazy watching him do his thing. But we've now gotten to a point where there is no more subtlety, man. There's no more subtlety. He's not even bothering to try to hide his racism anymore. It's so front and center. It's so obnoxious that there is only one conclusion. So let me show you guys this. Ready? The Trump administration expanded its travel ban. So he's doing a new travel ban, ready? To include Palestinians and citizens of 5 additional countries: Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, South Sudan, and Syria. An additional 15 countries are also being added to the list of countries facing partial restrictions: Angola, Antigua, Barbuda, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, which is the Ivory Coast, Dominica, Gabon, Gambia, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, Tanzania, Tonga, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. What do all of these countries have in common? Let me think about it. That's a tough one. It's literally all black and brown countries. Like, you would think, just for optics reasons, they might throw in one country that's not black or brown just to be like, yeah, here, whatever. I'm blanking on one right now, but think of a relatively small country that's not majority black or brown, right? Just for optics reasons. Oh yeah, we're putting partial restrictions on, I don't know, fucking New Zealand or some shit. Sorry, New Zealand. I had to come up with somebody to throw under the bus. I mean, you would think they do it. No, they don't. They didn't. Why? Because now it's just fucking mask off. In fact, I'm sure you guys remember this. They made a big deal and a big announcement not that long ago about, we're now going to allow in the country the true refugees who need the help, the white South African Afrikaners. So you got these like fat, white, landowning South Africans, like the legacy leftover of apartheid, the people with too much money and too much power in South Africa. And they've been treated so unfairly by the poor black people there. So we're welcoming them with open arms. Like, this is what they actually did. And in fact, Stephen Miller was bragging about this on TV the other day. Like, yeah, we're more than happy to welcome the immigrants who are white South Africans. So, like, can you hit us with a little bit of plausible deniability in this bitch? And this is the problem, is like, they don't realize racist people don't even like to think of themselves as racist. This is where they're miscalculating. They're so out over their skis, and they're so pandering to their base, that 35% that hasn't fucking left them yet, that they don't realize, bro, every normie in the country is done with you. That, at least in the past, when you were doing racist shit, you would leave yourself some wiggle room and some plausible deniability where your soldiers were able to go out there and be like, oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. He didn't mean it in that way. He's not fucking racist. What are you talking about? Now, let's ban people. I believe the full number of countries that are facing either full or partial bans, it's 39 countries. Every single one is black or brown. Every single one. And this shouldn't be all that surprising from the guy who brought you the fucking birther conspiracy. He was a prominent birther. He would go on TV all the time and say Obama was a Kenyan Muslim and that he shouldn't be president and he couldn't be president, even when the fucking birth certificate came out, the long form one, because the short form one wasn't enough for the right wing. Then Obama released the long form one. He went, that something's off, something smells fishy with this. You literally had, even Bill O'Reilly was telling Trump, like, could you fucking calm down? You're wrong about this. There's an announcement in a Hawaiian newspaper about Obama's birth when he was born. What, did they fake that too? Did they break into the fucking archives and backdate some shit from the date he was born in Hawaii? Like, are you kidding me? That's who this is. The Central Park 5 guy. Remember that? He took out a full-page ad calling for the death penalty for 5 black and Latino teenagers accused of raping a white woman in Central Park. And they were exonerated due to DNA evidence. They didn't do it. But he was leading the charge to fucking execute them. Black and brown teens. I mean, this is insane. This is insane. But this is the guy that we're talking about. So, but again, like I said, they're not even bothering to hide it anymore. people forget too, but like, there was, I believe it was in the 1970s, the U.S. government sued Trump and his dad for refusing to rent apartments to black people in predominantly white buildings. So they would mark the applications with a C, which stood for colored, and would block them from being able to rent there. And the case was settled with an acknowledgement of non-compliance with the Fair Housing Act. So I don't know if they had to pay out for anything, but they were caught red-handed doing housing discrimination, like not allowing in black people, like segregating in fucking New York City, right? This is who we're dealing with. And, what I would like from the right, this is what I'd like. If you're not going to be good people and not be racist, at the very least, let's stop with the bullshit. You guys need to stop with the bullshit. You guys need to stop with the tap dancing, and you all need to wear it on your sleeve, right? Like Nick Fuentes, when he went on Piers Morgan's show the other day, what did he say? He goes, I think he said, yes, he was racist. And then he said, did he say he was a misogynist? I think he said he was a misogynist. But he goes, oh no, I'm not anti-Semitic though. What? Yes, I'm racist. Yes, I'm a misogynist. I'm not anti-Semitic though. I don't know what it is about the right-wing mind where they always want to like, they want to lie egregiously for no reason sometimes. Like even when they're having spurts of honesty, it'll also be like, but I'm going to lie about this other thing. I don't know what goes on in the right-wing mind, but I would like all of you to now just fucking let your freak flag fly. Let everybody know that the most harshest Trump deranged syndrome, hardcore resistance liberals were always right about you from the beginning. They were always fucking right about you. Go ahead, tell me the counter explanation to what we just discussed. Now we got travel bans from 39 countries, full and partial, and it's all black and brown. Tell me the non-racist explanation for that. I'll wait. Except I won't, because I don't want to fucking hear it. There is no non-racist explanation for that. So here we are. And I shudder at the thought. You know, people have made this point, but the worse Trump's approval rating gets, the more he's going to lean into this overt racism and overt authoritarianism. Because at a certain point, there's nothing they have left. What's at the core of the movement? There's nothing at the core of the movement but his fucking narcissism and self-aggrandizement and his greed and corruption. So how do you maintain any semblance of popular support? Well, play to the people who are your strongest soldiers. Well, his strongest soldiers are fucking goose-stepping and zig-heiling. So what do? Yeah, lean into it. Oh yeah, we allowed white immigrants in the country. They're the real oppressed ones. And we banned people from 39 countries that are fucking black and brown. And, you know, at some point, shit, people might want to place bets on this. At some point, somebody in Trump's immediate orbit will be caught saying the N-word hard R. That might be, throw that on fucking Polymarket or Kalshi or whatever the fuck they are, right? Throw that on your betting markets. There's going to be somebody in Trump's orbit in like the White House sphere, sphere of influence there, right? The cabinet or somebody, so close senator, something like that, a staffer. Somebody's going to be caught saying N-word hard R. It's going to happen. In the same way we got all these young Republican group chats. And apparently all the right-wingers know how to do is be repressed gay people and suck off Hitler. That's all they can do in the group chat. It's always like secretly yearning for cock and loving Hitler. And so just like we got all these, every other day, there's a new fucking group. Oh, look, another Nazi young Republican group chat. By the same token, there will be somebody in the White House orbit that says N-word hard R before his time is up. And, they'll also do that thing where they like refuse to fucking apologize for it. It'll be the whole shebang. It'll be the whole shebang. But here we are now. Here we are. So 39 countries, travel ban. They don't even bother to try to come up with some sort of, logic for this. Back in his first term, it was like, oh, radical Muslim extremism. I love how it's radical Islamic extremism. Meanwhile, your fucking son took $2 billion from the Saudi regime. Jared Kushner took $2 billion from the Saudi regime. The people that behead journalists, the people that, treat women like second-class citizens, the people that armed and funded a genocide in Yemen, the radical Islamic types, the Salafist government. He took $2 billion. You probably took hundreds of millions of dollars, Trump, from them. So you were in the White House with a former Al-Qaeda leader, the new Syrian fake president. So you'll get to snuggle up to actual radical Islamic extremists, but you ban people from Muslim countries, even though the people coming from there are not radical Islamic extremists. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't, and fuck these people.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.